Good morning, PSC 1025, and welcome to week 10. So, this week marks the beginning of a 3 week kind of dive into local government. And so, what we're going to try to do is demonstrate the kind of peculiarities that exist in local governance. A topic that we live with on a daily basis, whether it is the relationship our children or family friends have with their local public schools and the school board, to the relationship that we have with our municipal government and, say, our property taxes or other things like that. But before we really do anything about that, we have to really dive in and understand um, what a bureaucracy is, and really try to explain what makes them and what their relationship is to the policies that we interact with on a daily basis. And so, what we're trying to do is understand what are those basic characteristics of a bureaucracy, right? We all hear the term bureaucracy, we hear the idea of red tape, we hear the positive or negative about, career bureaucrats, etc. But really, what we're going to learn this week is we all really can't define this. And so we need to establish what these characteristics are so that we understand truly how the policies that we interact with are developed. Are they a response to a problem, or are they a policy developed to prevent a problem? Are those local policies a result of a state or a federal issue? That's really what we're trying to understand. And then try to understand, depending on where you live, that time and place influences how you interact with that bureaucracy. If you're in a small rural community, right, you tend to have more contact with that bureaucracy and that policymaker just because of the size. But if you live in a large urban area like, Denver, chances are you may not interact with that bureaucracy or those bureaucrats. And then we just need to understand what are the consequences, both positive and negative, of a bureaucracy. And in so doing, our hope is, right, that we will kind of lay out the characteristics in a way that helps us better understand just the day-to-day governance of our local communities. So, with that said, again, your focus this week will be on establishing those bureaucracies as outlined in Chapter 10, and then working on Discussion 9 and Quiz 9, and make sure that you are continuing to do your due diligence on the study guide for the second exam. As always, I'm here to answer any questions if you have any.